Alright, good afternoon everyone. So this today topic is about t-test. So if you haven't get your SPSS version 29, so you may contact JTMK UMS at 088-329-000 for SPSS installation. Okay, student. So previously we already learned about one sample t-test and we used the dataset to test the mean of a single group against a non-mean. So today we will learn about independent sample t-test. So independent sample t-test is actually compares the means between two groups. So here are the example and you can pause the video to read the example here, right? Given here is a case study for you guys to follow this video during your lab. Alright, so the case study here is find if these two groups are different from each other at significant level of 0.05. Here we have two groups which are group A and group B. Here, Group A and Group B contains 10 marks for each group. Alright, so First step in doing the case study is to identify independent and dependent variables. In our case, the independent variable goes to group and the dependent variable is the score. The second step is to identify your null and alternative hypothesis. Alright, H null, group A is equal to group B and H1 which equivalent to alternative hypothesis is group A is not equal to group B. Okay, comes to the third step. Identify if your test is a one-tailed or two-tailed analysis. Since your hypothesis contain the word equal, so you have to use a two-tailed analysis. Since you guys already learned in the introduction to SPSS, you guys have learned about how to enter the data to the variable view. So as mentioned previously, the case study we contain two variables, right? So one is the group and the other one is score. From here, you have to label the group. Okay, so you click on value, you add it, and then you name one is for group A and number two is for group B. Right? So you have to know the measurement for group and score is nominal and scale respectively. Okay, once you done with the setting of measurement, so we can go to data view. In data view, you can enter the value from our current case study and put the value in. So since we have 10 score for group A, then you will have 1 until 10 is for group A, right? For number 11 until 12 is for group B. Then you will have to enter the score for group A and group B. Hope you guys can follow it until now. The step to analyze the independent sample t-test is almost the same to analyze the data for one sample t-test. In independent sample t-test, you go to Analyze, Compare Means and Proportion, and then you click on Independent Sample t-test. A small window like this will pop out in your desktop, so you will have to drag the score to the test variables since you are testing for score, right? You want to compare if the score is different in group A and group B, right? So the grouping variable is group. Okay, you just drag the group to the grouping variables. Before proceeding to click on OK, so you have to define groups. As you can see here, there are two question marks next to the group, right? So you have to define the group. Okay, once you click on the define groups, so this small cute little window will pop up and you have to use number 1 and 2 to specify the values. Alright, so group 1 for group A and then group 2 for group B. So you just have to put like what number 1 and number 2 since we are using value in SPSS, right? So just continue and key in the value in. Then you will have to click on continue. Right, now you are done defining the groups. Then you can click on OK. But before that, you have to look at the test variables and the grouping variable, if it is correct or not. Okay, once it is correct, then you can proceed with clicking on OK. Once you click on OK, this output result will appear on your screen, right? So the first table here means the descriptive statistic. Alright, so it shows group A has a sample of 10 people and the mean score is 97.6 with a standard deviations of 6.02, right? So for group B we have 10 sample and then the mean score is 123 with a standard deviations of 6.11, right? So if you're interested in this data, you can take this data and you can discuss. For the second table, this is very important for us because this is the inferential statistic. Okay, so here we have the value of t, the degree of freedom, and also all this value. This value here helps us to identify if we reject or accept the null hypothesis. Okay, so how you want to calculate the degree of freedom? How you want to calculate the degree of freedom? Degree of freedom, you have to sample in group A plus sample in group B, and then you have to minus with 2. So that's why you get 18 there. Okay, you get it? Alright, so you go to the significant level. So we have the significant level of 0.05, right? So if you want to know if it is significant or not, so you look at this number. So the number is less than or smaller than 0.5, so which means it is significantly different. From here we can know that group A and group B is significantly different, so we can reject the null hypothesis. Statistic is actually easy if you really understand the concept. So that's it from me. Thank you and good luck everyone. All the best.